Hey, y'all. Hey, it's Raw to the Bone. What are the vibes today?
Hi hater, you see me. Hi
I had
hater,
to
dollar
play
bill,
this,
y'all.
y'all. This
Lot
is
of bills,
Coffee with
y'all. New
Friends,
kid try to
and this
touch
is
me a
Raw
meal,
to
y'all.
the
Came up
Bone.
now.
That's right.
What's
Hi,
up
haters.
now?
I'm
Baby
here,
shine on these
y'all.
haters
Y'all
wanna talk
out
down.
there.
I don't feel away about what a nigga
Listen.
say.
I just want to say this real quick. Hey, Glam Fine, good morning. I just want to say this real quick. When you have a business and people come after you, laugh and play this.
It's alright, love. I let
Hi
her hit it.
hater,
Come
hi
on
hater,
now. See a nigga play.
hey,
See
hi
my boys with the
hater.
passion
Up,
on
up.
DNA.
I
It's a
got my
fact, right?
headphones to work
Niggas
this
act
morning,
right.
so
I just smile on
I'm
your
bringing
face, get a
you
backbite. I
Coffee
just
with
slap flame
Friends,
to make a
Raw
mad
to
light.
the
Watch them
Bone.
turn around and
I'm
say,
trying to
ain't that
upgrade
nice?
each
Getting
way
bread
I
though.
go.
Mad at
All
all.
right,
Seems like
business
damn,
gotta
but you still
grow.
there,
Thank you
yo.
to my
Let 'em
friends. All right, I gotta stop that because IG always puts me on punishment. All right, IG puts me on punishment all the time for playing the music too long. Good morning, always me. Good morning. Good morning. So, guess what, y'all? So, I said, give me a week to work on the sound, right? I have been really working on this setup, y'all. All right. I have watched YouTube videos. Glam Fine, I don't know if you're still there, but you are big on watching YouTube videos on trying to learn new things. And that's why, you got to have a good friendship circle, right? That's not the topic today. Y'all see the topic today, but, I always talk shit before I get into my show. Because guess what? What this say? Alexa, who is Raw to the Bone? Me. And this is Coffee with Friends. So I talk about whatever I want to talk about. But before I get into the topic, I just talk about some little things. But I want to say, pay attention to the people you have in your circle. All right. If they are not trying to grow, it doesn't always mean that they have to have a business. It can mean in anything. If they're going through rough patches in their life, see how they're managing those things. See if they're trying to do things to get them in a better place, right? Or see if you got those kind of friends that just sit in the same old space over and over and over again, right? Never making change, but always complaining. I have great friends. My friends come up with ideas. They spend time watching YouTube. Okay. They do a lot of shit to keep their growth going. Yesterday I had a little issue with Facebook. So give me a chance to see who the heck is on, if anybody is on my Facebook Live. All right. And so I just wanted to make sure I had my Facebook up on the screen. Hey, mother, good morning. Good morning, mother. I wanted to make sure I had my Facebook up on the screen just in case, because I saw comments after the show on Facebook. I didn't see any of the Facebook comments during the show. And someone did say while I was doing the show that I needed to have my Facebook page public, but I didn't. It was still private. I just switched it back to public. Y'all be nice because this is my personal page and I don't want no shit because I'll cuss you out. I will. hmm But happy Thursday, y'all. It's a rainy day. I'm hearing that we're supposed to have some bad weather this weekend. So I'm hoping not because I have a little plans with friends just to get together, right? And socialize a little bit in the comfort of our homes. But if the weather is bad, we're going to have to postpone it. So I just want to say, you guys, please be safe out there in these streets. All right. Definitely be safe. But listen, guys, back to my microphone setup. Okay. So I got the microphone set up. Then I had to go and get the audio interface for the microphone. Yes, my nose is running. No, I don't have COVID. Okay. We're so paranoid to blow our nose or cough or some shit because somebody's going to think you have COVID. But no, I don't have COVID. I just have sinus issues, y'all. I just have sinus issues. So, I don't have COVID. All right. Don't put that shit on me. But listen, the way everybody getting COVID, whatever. So back to this fucking setup. The headphones, I was about to call my son and cuss his ass out. Okay. Because this is the third pair of headphones he gave to me. And so the last two, I was like, they stopped working or whatever the case may be. But now, oh my God, guys, they just wouldn't charge for me. So he wind up giving me his headphones because he got tired of my shit. Okay. He wind up giving me his headphones. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. All right. I thought I had to give these shits back too. User error, user error. All right. User error. Good morning. Oh my God. Always me said, not me. If I need to cough, sneeze, sniffle, I'ma do it. If people think I have COVID, oh well, more reason for them to keep their distance. You know what? You know what? You're so right. Like I feel like lately in life we're walking on. Good morning, Mika Norris. Good morning from YouTube. Good morning. Thank you for joining Coffee with Friends. You know, you are so right. I feel like we are walking on pins and needles, right? Because example, I get a massage. I try to get a massage every month. All right. I'm trying to love up on myself, y'all. And I was getting this massage, and one of the things with me when I get a massage, good morning, Johnny Leon Hill. Yes, I am Jacinta. We miss you too. Um, when I get a massage, when I'm laying on my stomach, my nose, for whatever reason, and please, anybody, please tell me if this happens to y'all. Does your nose get stuffy when you're getting a massage and you're laying on your stomach? Because every time I go get a massage, when I'm laying on my stomach, baby, besides me being in heaven, because Bruce be doing the Bruce, he be bruising. Bruce be bruising. Fantasizing about that right now. My nose gets stuffy and I can't breathe. And then I start breathing out my mouth. And then that triggers me to cough. And I'll be like, oh my God, this masseuse is going to think I have COVID. Like right now, my nose is running and I'm like, oh my God, Coffee with Friends members is going to say she has fucking COVID. Good morning, Glamour 47. Good morning. But anyway, I don't blame you, always me. Good morning, Soulful BBW. Good morning. I have people that are on from IG. I have people that are on from YouTube. And I don't see anybody on. It says one person is watching from Facebook, but I don't know who that person is. All right. But that's okay. We still going to keep the show going. So right now I am looking at, live streams on 2 different monitors. So you'll see my eyes go from one place to the next, but I'm trying to set it up so that I'm not completely off focus from one screen to the next. Good morning, AG. Good morning. Morning, Johnny. So last night, Johnny Leon Hill Arts and Crafts, Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. Coffee with Friends, I'm here to support other people's business as well, right? One thing I do appreciate is when I see people that are constantly supporting my business, I know that they have something going on, I try to make time to support their business as well, right? That's how we love up on our brothers and sisters, right? That's how we help each other grow. So I joined Johnny Leon Hill's podcast last night, and it was very entertaining as usual. Thank you, Johnny, for continuing to ride that boat. And you said something very important last night that I want to bring to Coffee with Friends. You talked about putting everybody first beyond yourself, right? And I don't remember your words exact, right? Hey, Lady Amaris. Okay, Mika Morris is Lady Amaris. She's watching from YouTube today. I love y'all. You know why? Because the way y'all are hopping around, checking out my live on the different live streams and keeping me engaged is letting me know that it's working. I love y'all. I do. I love y'all. But back to Johnny Leon Hill's statement last night. I don't remember the exact words, but Johnny, you said something that resonated with me, right? You talked about putting everybody first and you last, right? You talked about having dreams, right? And inspiration. Hey, Hearts of Fire, dreams, right? And things that you want to do in your life, right? But you have kids, so you focus on your children. You wind up having a spouse, so you focus on your spouse. You take on a full-time job and you sit at that job and you get comfortable with making that income. And you go, okay, this is keeping food on the table. Now, if I stop this and I go and do what I really love, it's not going to provide for me and my family. So time and time again, you're constantly saying, I'll wait. I'll put my dream to the side for a minute. I'll wait till I'm done with this. And then guess what? Your dream never happens. That shit was deep, Johnny. That shit was deep. And I'm so glad that you shared that with us last night on your show. And I'm so glad that you said to yourself, no, I got to make time for me. I got to carve out a space for me. And that resonated with me because all of my life, I've always been so busy worrying about other people and taking care of other people that I always put my dreams to the side, or they creep really slowly. And you know what I found, Johnny? You know what I found, Johnny? I found that once I started putting me first, once I started putting me first and I started moving forward with the dreams that I wanted in my life and the things that I felt were for me, guess what? Some people in my life didn't like that, right? They didn't like that. They didn't understand the need for me to seek my dreams. And so, guess what the fuck happened? They had to motherfucking go. I cannot have anybody in my space right now today that is going against my dreams. Now it's your right not to love up on my dreams, but you won't share space with me hating up on my dreams. And that's why I played this.
Talk, dog, it don't faze me. It might not be right if they don't hate me. Hustle hard, stack paper, it's alright.
Y'all hear that?
It's nothing, we major. You see me,
Hi, haters, right? And so some people hate on you, and then others, they're loving on you, but they don't understand that you have to put yourself first. So you know what? I decided that I'm putting myself first, and I know that the right people are going to attract in my life because of that. And Johnny, you too. So I love that. And that's powerful. So I needed to bring that to Coffee with Friends because that was a powerful statement. I walked away with that last night, Johnny. Thank you so much. Okay. The name of his show, I Am Jacinta, is Arts and Crafts, and it's on Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. Once I started putting myself first, my circle got smaller. Right? I Am Jacinta. I just said, well, baby, right? It gets smaller. Exactly, my brother. Yes, Kazim. You're always supposed to love you, sis. But a lot of people walking around talking about they love themselves, but from the outside looking in, I can see that they don't. Right? A lot of people walk around talking about they love themselves. Right? I think that that's the same way we use the word friends loosely. I think we use that word love so loosely. Do we even know what loving ourselves looks like? Right? Right? If we knew what loving ourselves looked like, we would be doing a lot of shit differently, right? We wouldn't be hopping from household to household, dropping babies in this household, in that household. If we were loving up on ourselves, maybe we will focus more on better communication to salvage our relationships. If we were loving ourselves more, we will commit more time to our hopes and our dreams and our goals without worrying about what the next person is thinking. If we loved ourselves, we would be in relationships without care what other people think, right? We would choose the relationships we want. It wouldn't matter what our friends had to say if we were loving on ourselves first. I think we use that loosely, right? I think we love up on ourselves first, but I think we focus on what everybody the fuck says beyond that. Even though a lot of motherfuckers walk around here saying, I don't care what people say. Yes, you do. That's why you keep secrets. Okay. And that's why you make adjustments in your life, because people care what people say. My circle got smaller too. And guess what? I Am Jacinta. I'm okay with that, because the smaller my circle gets, I'm able to see who really is rocking with me. Okay. My vision gets clearer. I Am Jacinta said one of them included a close family member. That is very unfortunate. But family members, listen, family members sometimes be the worst. You know, I got plenty fuck stories about family members saying shit about me, and you know, listen, family members could be the worst sometimes. Johnny Leon Hill said, I Am Jacinta is called Arts and Crafts. Yep. Theater is, yes, aka theater is shit. Thank you, Johnny, for injecting that. You see, I've been good, right? You see, I've been good, Johnny Leon Hill. I have not been saying theater is shit because I know y'all trying to push the arts and crafts, but you know, me and the general are on the theater is shit. All right. So thank you for injecting that, aka. Okay, they go live on Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. Yes. They talk about, tell them what you talk about, Johnny. You talk about screenwriting, movies, you're a critic, you and Nicole, y'all break shit down. You talk about our Black culture in theater, everything, right? How to put your dreams first, even when you're discouraged. Hey, Christine Beauty Lounge, good morning. Good morning. Hey, Veronica Madison Beauty, good morning. I never did finish the shit with the headset, but the bottom line with the headset setup, y'all, is that I finally got the headset to work. That's it, and that's all. I did say it was a user error. So, now I can actually hear. Now I understand the purpose of the headset, because I'm like, why are these people on podcasts with a damn headset and talking into the microphone? I get it, y'all. So that you can hear your own volume. I get it. I get it. I get it. All right. So, what is one of the most difficult things for me to do? The other day I mentioned that I haven't had a hair trim in a really long time. How many people get their hair trimmed on a regular basis, right? I'm trying to get my hair trimmed, and I'm trying to make an appointment to do so. And my options are silk press, because they got to straighten out your hair before they trim it. And oh my God, my hair has not been straightened in years. Like, I don't even want to see the shit straight. I love my thick, nappy ass hair. I do. There's a lot of people that walk around here talking about they don't like their hair because it's so thick or whatever. But guess what? You freaking do. All right. To me. Okay. To me, I love my nappy hair. I absolutely love my nappy hair. To me, my nappy hair is the best. Okay. But when you go to the hair salon, they have to blow out your hair. The best way to get a trim is for them to blow out your hair and silk press it, right? To make it really, really bone straight, I guess, and then trim it. I am terrified, y'all. I am so terrified. How many people go and get their hair trimmed and do not do the silk press? I mean, the silk press has to be the best way to do it, because I really need a good, straight to the bone hair trim, right? That's it, and that's all. Okay, Christine said every 3 months. Hard to fire. My head is shaved bald. Love it. Veronica, I do. Okay. All right. Every 3 months. Damn, I think it's been 3 years since I've had a good trim. A good trim. When I say a good trim, that means blown out and straight. Now, I've dusted my ends. I've ran over to Always Me's house and said, dust my ends, or she clipped my ends, but not a real trim. So this is going to be interesting, because I have not seen my hair straight in a really long time. And I know me, what's ultimately going to happen is they're going to blow my hair straight, and I'm going to come the fuck home and stick my head under a faucet of water. I know it. Well, Veronica Madison, she said she uses a natural hair, and that's my fear. That is my fear right there. That my hair, see, I had my hair years ago. I blew my hair straight myself, and I over processed it with the heat, and I wound up having to cut my hair because it would not bounce back, and that's my fear. But she says that she works on natural hair. That's what she does, and she has a process that will not damage my hair. So I don't know. A lot of people with natural hair are getting silk presses, so I'm hoping that this turns out okay. Yes, she's gonna do the blowout straight. But she said the silk press will give you the best trim. All right, so maybe Glamour 47, I might go back, because originally I was like, just blow and trim. I might go back. I might just say, you know what? Just do a blow and trim. I'm really, really scared. I just want the best cut. I really do. Hey, Future. Hey, Theo. What do you mean you dead, Kazim? Hey, One Reliable Sin. Always Me said, if she specializes in natural hair, then you should be fine. That's what she said. She specializes in natural hair. And so that's what I'm banking on. All right. That's what I'm banking on. All right. Let's move on. What time is it? 8:18. Let's get into the topic, y'all. All right. I was going to talk about a new show that I'm watching, but I'll talk about that tomorrow. All right. But the topic is, and I'm going to throw it out there, and then I'm going to go read the comments on the trims and the silk presses. But I just want to get the subject out there so that we can start getting feedback on the topic. So yesterday we talked about, what the fuck did we talk about yesterday? What the hell was my topic yesterday? Sex. Oh, dating, but no sex, right? How long are you going to invest in a relationship when you're dating, but there's no sex, right? That was yesterday's conversation, right? That was the dating, that was the vacations, that was the trips. And some of you guys on here came on it and you gave us your personal experiences of entering relationships and not having sex until marriage, and it turned out to be beautiful. Or the intimacy was more explosive when you held back on the sex, right? So that was yesterday's conversation. Today is sex is cool, but are you emotionally available for me? Wow. I had to read that topic phrase a couple of times because I was like, I know people are going to be like, okay, what does one have to do with the other? But I have a lot of friends, not a lot of friends, but a lot of associates, a lot of people that I cross paths with because my friend circle is small. But I talk to people and they talk about dating and going out and just wanting to have sexual relationships, right? But then on the flip side, the sexual relationships, they expect the person to be emotionally available for them. So what does that mean? That means that we're just in a physical relationship. We're sexual partners, right? But I expect you to call and check up on me every now and again, right? I expect to have, open lines of communication where we're talking about deep things, right? If I'm having a hard day, I expect to be able to pick up the phone and call you, right? When is it just sex? And when does it become a little bit more, but not really in a relationship? You know what I mean? Like some people, I mean, I have friends that talk about they want to have relationships where they're not tied down in a relationship with a person. They don't mind just having the physical, but they also want that person to be emotionally available for them, right? What does that mean? How do we have that without crossing the lines of being more than just sex, physical partners, right? You're asking someone to just be a physical partner, and then you're asking them to be emotionally available for you. So how do we do that without crossing over into a committed relationship? Hearts of fire. We do all kind of topics here. Oh my God. All right, let me go up. All right. Yep, coffee to wine, Robin. Coffee with friends after dark is coming. This is not even an after dark conversation, y'all. If y'all think that this is an after dark conversation, woo, baby. Wait till y'all get to coffee with friends after dark. This is PG 13, what I'm talking about right now. But coffee with friends after dark is going to be a whole different subject. All right. You might have to check your age, okay, to get in there. All right. That's when you'll need the wine, Hearts of Fire. I am Jacinta said, when I get my hair trimmed, I normally get a protective style. Yeah, I do too. So I want to get my hair trimmed and then I want to get a protective style right after. And so that's what I'm trying to do, y'all. But I'm so confused. Like I really want the best cut, but I really don't want the shit bone straight. So I might have this girl gonna quit me before I even get into the shop. Okay. When I'm talking to her through inbox, I think about Always Me and how she ain't got patience for people to be going back and forth a million times, asking a million damn questions. And so I'm trying to be light on this girl. I'm trying to be light, y'all. I'm trying to be light. Okay. I'm trying to be light. Oh, I can hear my fan. Y'all can hear my fan? Oh, I need this for a second, y'all. I get hot flashes. Soulful said, don't do it, Robin. Blow it out. I love it like that. Oh, now I'm going to have to text her back. Hearts of Fire says, so y'all doing sex topics and I have to be at work. I'm working in geriatrics now. I don't mean to laugh at the geriatrics. That's not what I'm laughing at, y'all. I'm not laughing at the geriatrics. I'm just laughing. Oh my God. Hearts of Fire. Future said, try to find pictures of how you want it. I don't want a style. I just want my ends trimmed. I don't want a style. I just want to trim. I don't want to cut. I'm not going for a style. I'm just trying to get a trim because my ends are looking so bad. Johnny said, talking to my single friends, it seems this hookup culture that we are in is destroying the traditional relationship structure. For people who it works for, cool. But for those who want to be in a committed relationship, I feel for y'all. So Johnny, that's what I'm trying to get to. I'm glad you said that. What is this new relationship structure that is going on in today's society? What do we call this? Because when I talk to different people, it's like they want to just have these sexual relationships, but they still want to have some kind of emotional connection with the person, but not really be in a committed relationship. They still want their freedom. They still want to have multiple partners. How do we stay safe sexually in this kind of relationship model, right? And how do we avoid crossing over the line into a committed relationship? And how do you avoid feelings not getting involved in situations like that? What is this new dating shit? What is this new dating structure these days? I don't understand it. I am Jacinta. Hey, I am Jacinta. She switched over to YouTube. Oh my, that relationship structure is a mess. What's a mess? Can somebody tell me if they can describe today's relationship structure to me? Because I'm new to this single world, and I'm just listening to a couple of my friends, and they're talking about, they're not looking for, a committed move in with me, get married type of relationship, but they do want to be in relationships where there's some level of, I don't know, is that a commitment? Some level of, like, there's a relationship, but there isn't. Like, y'all are still smashing other people, but like, what is the new relationship structure? Somebody want to explain it to me? Hey, the General. Hey, Mercedes. Good morning. Good morning. Because, I listen, I tell my friends all the time, right? My friends that are single, they have to decide if they just want a relationship where they just want to be a fuck buddy, right? Or if they want a relationship that is more, right? But that in between shit is driving me crazy. Like, I don't know what is this in between shit we got going on right now, right? A relationship, but not a relationship. And if that truly works, I'm just looking for somebody to explain what the rules are in a relationship where you're expecting physical contact with emotional availability. What do you call that? They want them to practice safe sex, is what you're saying, I believe. Okay. Always Me says, lately, I've been seeing a lot of open and poly relationships. That seems to be the new thing. Okay. All right. Do you think that they are tagging them as poly relationships, or they're just, this is what confuses me, right? I'm seeing the same thing, Always Me. I'm seeing a lot of people being more open with their relationships and saying that they're comfortable being in these poly relationships, right? But what are the rules in these poly relationships? Are they individual rules? Hey, Georgie, good morning. Are they individual rules? And what is the expectation when you're in a relationship like that? Like, how do you not cross the line into a relationship if you're just expecting some emotional availability and sex? Right? I think we're confused people. And this is why they say the dating pool has PP in it. I think we're absolutely confused as to what we're looking for. The other thing I saw was there was a post, right? And this probably has a lot to do with why we're so fucked up in relationships. Someone posted a meme, and I don't remember the exact words to it. And I hate when I butcher other people's memes and they're so deep. But it says something to the effect that men and women have been hurt in so many relationships, that I'm just summarizing it, that they get to the point where, they get to a point in their lives where they're afraid to enter into a committed relationship. They're traumatized, they're hurt, they're damaged. Someone said to me the other day, right? So when you have people walking around like that are so discouraged because they've been in toxic relationships and marriages and shit like that, and they've been hurt and they don't trust entering another relationship, right? They don't trust entering another relationship, so they end up in these open relationships, committed but not committed, right? Kind of, sorta. Like they got their toe in the water, but that's it. They're not fully putting themselves fully in. How can we get past this? How can we, bring more attention to the fact that there are so many people walking around here shouting that they're single and that they're looking for someone that can come into their lives and match their energy, but so many people are damaged and so many people are hurt that they don't even want to fully put their foot in a relationship. They don't want to put both feet in. They only put in one foot in or a toe. Okay. I Am Jacinta said, people are not dating with a purpose anymore. People are not dating with a purpose anymore. All right. I think they are trying to follow the culture, trying to copy their favorite celebrity relationships. Wow, I Am Jacinta. That's interesting, right? People are not dating with a purpose anymore. Anybody got a comment on that? What do y'all think about that statement? Anybody on here that's dating right now, that's single, are you dating with a purpose? I'm single. Am I dating with a purpose? I don't know. Okay? So I'm one of these confused people out here. Am I dating with a purpose? I think I am. Right? I'm still working that out. But fair to me though. Fair to me. I just got out of a marriage, right? And so, I'm still unpacking that, right? And one of the things that I have learned from past experiences is I don't want to take my toxic shit from one relationship into another, right? And so the one thing that I've learned from my past mistakes, y'all, because that's what we should be doing, is try to heal from the relationship that you left from before you go into the new relationship, because you don't want to bring that poison, that sour in to the next relationship, right? And so for me, if somebody asks me the question, am I dating with a purpose right now? I'm not really sure. I'm trying to figure out my purpose, right? I'm trying to figure out, because I still got some of that trauma, falling off of me, right? And I'm working on it, right? But I'm open to a healthy, open relationship right now. Open meaning, we're seeing each other, right? We might not be committed 100% to each other, right? But we're building, right? So for me, normally I jump in relationships. I'm not a hopper. I'm not a guy hopper. So I'll jump in a relationship and I'll start courting a person and I'll focus on that person. But you know what? I want to make sure that in this time around, that the person is checking all my boxes, right? And I'm checking all their boxes, right? And it's just not based on the physical attraction. Okay. Georgie said, with so much blatant cheating in relationships, hopefully the swingers and cheaters found a lane. You know what? I'm fucking dead. I'm going to sip my coffee. No, you didn't, Georgie. You said, you said, hopefully the swingers and the cheaters found a lane. Okay. All right. A lane. Wow. All right. Soulful BBW said, I don't care what people say, especially women you lay down and you sleep with. Somebody that you like or is attracted to, you're going to get up with some kind of feelings. True. Soulful, you got something there. True. How do you avoid that? You got a lot of motherfuckers walking around here talking about, I don't want a committed relationship. I just want an open relationship. I have a girlfriend. She cracks me up. I don't mention names, right? I have a girlfriend. She cracks me the fuck up all the time. The one thing she says is, these MFs act like they want to be in an open relationship. And then when they get with you, and you be like, okay, we're in an open relationship, we see each other, whatever. She said, it never worked for me. They always want to pin my ass down and want to have just a me and them relationship. It never works, because you're right, Soulful BBW. In a lot of cases, people go into relationships thinking that they want to have these open relationships and that they don't want to have any commitment, right? But sometimes that physical, somebody gets up with feelings. How do you manage that? The general said, at Always Me, if I'm in a relationship, I got too much emotions involved to share a woman. So if you're in a relationship, the general, right, and it hasn't been defined as a committed relationship, right, and you find out that your woman is sleeping with another man, you gonna be mad? You're going to be mad. At what point in a relationship, when you're just sleeping with the person, do you say, I don't want you sleeping with nobody else? At what point do you get to that? Soulful said, so just be honest with yourself of what you're looking for or what you expect. And that's one of the things people need to be more upfront about. I agree with you, Soulful BBW. When people get into relationships, y'all are so quick to lick a snatch, right? Y'all so quick to lick a ass. Y'all so quick to put an eggplant in your mouth, right? But scared to be honest about what you're looking for in a relationship, right? Just as quick as you stick that eggplant in your mouth and just as quick as you put that kitty cat in your mouth, talk about what you're looking for, set your boundaries in that relationship, and be honest. Okay? Be honest. Hey, Jerry Noel. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, licking ass, if that's your thing. I am Jacinta says that's the thing, you are figuring out your purpose. And if you meet someone, you can communicate that to them and y'all can decide what your relationship looks like. True, I am Jacinta. But there's a lot of people moving, they're not honest. They're not having the open dialogue. Well, Jerry, if that's what's wrong with the butthole? See, this is not Coffee with Friends After Dark, but y'all know I go anywhere. The Hershey Highway. I go anywhere, the butthole, whatever you're into. Listen, I don't see nothing wrong with licking the butthole. I'm not licking no butthole. I'm not. That's not my thing. It's 8 o'clock in the damn morning. I'm not, because and this is where the double standards come in. And I know this is not what the freak we talking about, but this is where the double standards come in. I might get myself in trouble this one, but listen, y'all know I don't give two shits, right? But I need to save this for Coffee with Friends After Dark. I'm just going to leave it there. I'm just going to leave the Hershey Highway alone. I'm going to save that conversation for Coffee with Friends After Dark because I'm trying to respond to it in a most clean way for the 8 a.m. vibe, and I can't. My mouth won't let me do it. So I got to hold that for Coffee with Friends After Dark because I'm just going to I'm going to get all kind of flags on all of these platforms if I say what I really want to say. All right? No. So, Jerry, I'm not even going to feed into that. Stop trying to get me in trouble. Hey, Wealth and Success. Glad I'm not single. Always me, baby. I'm glad you're not single either. Okay. The single is pee-pee in it. They say it's pee-pee in it, but there's some shit up in the dating pool too. Okay. I mean, but I've never been a big dater because I don't have patience, y'all. I don't. Like, if I date you and you irritate me, like that just fucks up my whole head, right? But when I meet somebody and I'm going out on dates with them and they got a cool vibe, I kind of fucks with that. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I am Jacinta. We need to be more honest and upfront about what we are looking for. All right. Johnny said there are a few people right now with the Kevin Hart, I eat ass face. Exactly. Johnny, eating ass is one of those things like, see, y'all got me talking about eating ass. Listen, I come on here trying to be innocent and y'all just eating ass. And I'm just say this and I'm trying to move on. Okay. Eating ass, all right, is one of those things that reminds me of back in the 80s and the 90s when the guys used to walk around and say, I don't eat the snatch. Remember that? Who remember when all the guys used to walk around saying, I don't eat the snatch? But then when you get with them, they eat your snatch. You be like, I thought you didn't eat the snatch. And they be like, well, you special. Yeah, right. Okay, come on now. That was back in the day. So I think today, the new saying is, I don't eat ass. Come on, y'all. Okay, there's plenty of MFs out there that eat ass, and I'm just going to leave it like that. And what I really want to say, I'll say it on Coffee with Friends After Dark. All right, but I'm glad you're not single either. Always me. It's rough out here in these streets. The general said, "I always me likewise. I think I have to date a woman with kids if I was single." General, why a woman with kids? Why would you pick a woman with kids if you were single? I'm just curious. Why would you pick a woman with kids if you were single? Why would that make a difference? Why would that make a difference? Johnny, you don't want to be single either. You talking about I feel you, woo. You know what? I cannot with you guys. The general said, the center is absolutely correct. People are not dating with a purpose anymore these days. Why? Why do y'all think people are not dating with a purpose anymore? What happened? What happened? Why are people not dating with a purpose anymore? Again, I am live on IG, I am live on Facebook, and I'm live on YouTube. So I got commentary coming from all three places. You can see on my screen, Facebook is showing you some of my comments coming in from YouTube, and my Facebook comments are not coming in on my podcast. So I have the Facebook screen open. I have to figure out what's going on there. So I have the Facebook screen open separately, and then I have IG over here. So I have a lot of stuff going on in front of me right now, guys. But why do you guys think people are no longer dating with a purpose? Why do you think that? Soulful BBW said, a lot of people don't take time to unload their baggage because they can't be alone. Exactly. And I'm big on that. I'm big on creating space and time before you jump into another relationship, right? When I got out of my last committed relationship before this one, it took me 3 years, right, to get into another relationship, right? And I told y'all, I used to sit in the house, and my son used to be like, "Ma, nobody's going to walk by and be like, oh, there's this cute ass lady on the 3rd floor that I want to take on a date," right? Because, I'd be all scared and shit to go out on a date because, I'd be ready to cut a motherfucker. And it's very few times, very rare, I give you my address. Very rare I let you pick me up. So if you have my address and you've come and you've picked me up to take me out on a date, I trust you. I do. And for damn sure if you've been in my house, because the fuck, so dating for me is very hard, but I put the space and time in between relationships because I do not want to carry the baggage from one relationship to the next. And I feel that if you jump into another relationship too soon, sometimes you could bring that old ass baggage or your triggers. You have not learned to deal with your triggers, and you are still triggered by the traumas of that last relationship. So I definitely do believe in unpacking that trauma before entering another relationship, right? And that's probably why a lot of people are in this middle ground space of open relationships and poly setups, because they probably are afraid to get into another relationship. All right. Jerry, am I scared? Well, part of me, yes. All right. I am a woman. Okay. And, there are women who get stalked. Okay. And I don't want to be one of those women to get stalked. I come home to my house late at night, get out my car. I don't want to have to worry about a motherfucker stalking me. So yes, I do get scared, right? Think about it. A lot of people are meeting people, they don't know. They meeting people, this new world of meeting people on social media, you inboxing each other, talking, you do a couple of video conversations, do you really know a person? No, you don't really know a person, right? So I don't let people just come and pick me up at my house and no, because, I don't want to have to call my brothers and my son and I don't want to have to do that, right? And so I am very leery about people coming to my house and shit like that. And I'm very key on giving space and time in between relationships, all right? Mercedes said, "Oh, you scared too?" You too big to be scared. You scared? You scared you're going to get stalked? That's what you're saying, Jerry? You scared you're going to get stalked? Mercedes says, "I am not dating and I am single. I feel like the relationship goals I have are not norm anymore. So there are no compatible partners in my age group." When you say, Mercedes, and I felt that shit. When you say you feel like the relationship goals you have are not there anymore, what are those relationship goals? What are those relationship goals that you hold to, but you don't think exist anymore. Oh, you scared to be raped and fondled? How many men on here scared? Scared when y'all go on dates, do y'all give women y'all address? Are y'all scared to be raped and fondled too? The fuck? Y'all are crazy. Always Me says, when y'all decide that y'all are exclusive, you are automatically going to assume the other isn't sexing other people. If when they do, that's cheating. Oh, true. If you come exclusive, that's true. You assume that they're not fucking other people. But when you're in a, I guess, yeah, that's it. I don't have nothing else to say to that. What the fuck? Hey, Black Ice. Christine Beauty Lounge said, after 2 to 3 months, you should know if you want a committed relationship at that point. You should know if you want to be with the eggplant. With that eggplant. All right. You should know if you want to keep that shit around. You should know if you want to lock down that eggplant. You want to carve your name into the shit. You want to call it mine. It's mine, and I'm going to keep them. You know what's so funny? Yesterday in one of the groups, there was a question, and I don't care because I talked about this before, Coffee with Friends, but this question came up on Coffee with Friends, and they were, in a group yesterday, right? And they were laughing at me because the question was, if you were interested, if somebody was interested in you, if a guy was interested in me, right? And I friend zoned him, right? But my girlfriend liked him. Would it be all right if my girlfriend started seeing him? And I said, if I friend zoned him without sex, if I didn't have sex with him and I just friend zoned him because I knew he was interested in me and I was like, nah, that's not my type, then I don't care. But if the eggplant laid on me, no, she can't have him. I don't care if I don't want him. You can't have him. I don't care if I friend zoned him. You can't have him, ma'am. Okay. And so someone came back and said, why? Because you own the rights to the eggplant. And at first I was like, that question is rhetorical. But ultimately I was like, he's mine and I'm going to keep him. No, you can't have him. And I really feel like that. If I touch the eggplant touched me and my friend, and I said, oh no, we just going to be friends. And my friend was like, oh, I want to get with him. I'll be like, no, ma'am, that's you. You don't know what I might revisit that shit. You don't know. You don't know. Once it's in my inventory, it's mine. Okay. That is it. And that is all. And when I put my question, I guess everybody thought I was crazy. But when I started to scroll down, how many other women felt the same damn way? If you slept with a man, okay, are you going to turn around if you don't want the man no more? And your friend says, I'm interested in the man. You going to let her smash him? Or if you smash the girl, right? And you said, I'm a friend zone her, right? She's just going to be my friend or whatever the case may be. And your homeboy said, okay, since you friend zoned her, let me smash that. I'm going to go try to smash that shit. Would you be okay with your friend going to smash? I'm waiting for answers. I'm waiting for answers. Fellas, would you let your fella smash your old smashy? I'm asking. Georgie said, being stalked is not fun. I was stalked by 2 different Capricorn men. Why they got to be Capricorn? The fuck? Georgie, why they got to be Capricorn? No, I feel attacked. I mean, I know they're men, but still. Capricorn men, y'all got to get it together. Y'all got to get it together. I was stalked by 2 different Capricorn men. One was ex-law enforcement and the other an ex-con. One my age and one almost 20 years older. Girl, I was almost stalked by a correction officer, so I know. Okay, I was. And listen, this is why this particular person that almost stalked me, they didn't have my address. Okay, because this is the situation where I always met this person out. I was like, no. And so when they started calling me and blowing up my phone 1,000 times, I knew that I didn't have to worry about them coming to my house. But if they'd have showed up, they'd have got what they were looking for. The fuck? Stalk this trash. Very ghetto. I do not recommend. Oh my God. Okay, Jerry, you said nah to what? Okay, Jerry said, I'll let him smash and give him pointers. Okay, cool. All right. So, guys, listen, everybody got their thing. All right. So, one gentleman on here said that if he smashed somebody and he friend zoned them and his homeboy wanted to smash, he'd be like, okay, go smash. All right. How many of y'all feeling the same way? Theo said, your value dictates your behavior. Thank you. It's snowing, y'all. Thank you. Is there school today? Your value dictates your behavior. Your value dictates your behavior. I said it 3 times because I think y'all need to hear this shit. All right. All right. Unfortunately, this world doesn't appear to be driven by values anymore, baby. The values are in the trash. The values are like throwback. The values are memories we should talk about on Throwback Thursdays. Hello, today is Thursday, right? This is when we should remember values. Because I agree with you, Theo. The values definitely went out the damn window. Hey, Tammy, good morning. Heart to Fire said on the first date too. Everybody is special. I can't. I Am Jacinta says, yes, it's definitely ghetto in these single streets. I am glad I am out of these streets. Oh, girl, congratulations. You know, you're no longer on the shelf. You're no longer on the shelf. Your spot is vacant on the shelf. I love it. Congratulations to you, I Am Jacinta. All right. So listen, there's one person that's off the shelf. Okay. There's hope for the rest. Black Eye says, I think Johnny believes she ain't out there throwing it around. She is more selective since kids are involved. Okay. All right. So you think that the woman with kids, you mean that, okay. So you said you would get with a woman with kids. You mean as long as her kids are living in the house with her? Because there's a lot of women with kids and the kids live over there at the grandmother's house. Okay. But you're saying that you would rather date a woman with kids. You're celibate? Stay that way. You know, you're saying that a lot of you want to date a woman with kids, right? And Black Ice is saying because it presents a form of stability. Is that what it is? Black Ice, that's what you're saying. And Johnny, are you agreeing with that? Always Me says social media and dating sites happen. Like Jacinta said, people try to emulate what they see on social media, try to be and do things that they are not. They don't even know what really makes them happy or whole. True. That is so sad, right? Because a lot of people are living through social media. A lot of people are looking at social media and they are trying to emulate the relationships that they see. And I say this all the time, that the relationships that you see on social media, it takes about, I set my camera to 10 seconds when I take a picture and I'm filming myself, and 10 seconds is a moment, right? But you got all those other minutes in the rest of the day. You don't know what that relationship is like behind that, from behind the camera, right? We look at social media and we see people posting and we're like, oh, we want a relationship like that. And then people post these memes with these quotes. Oh, I want a relationship like that. Oh, I want to feel this way. Oh, I want to feel that way. And everybody is trying to navigate the way social media is presenting. We have really forgotten what our values are. Hey, Yoga Girl Side. Long time no see. Hey, Coach Donovan. Good morning. Good morning. Hearts of Fire said, ain't shit in these dating streets. And this garbage is the new norm. I believe that monogamous relationships will die with our generation, as well as heterosexuals. Damn, I felt that one. Monogamous relationships will die in our relationship. You know, I talked about that the other day. Is monogamy even attainable at this point in time? Is monogamy even attainable? You know, the scary thing about not being in a monogamous relationship is I'm one of those people, another Coffee with Friends After Dark comment that I almost said here, but I'm going to try to PG it. You know, I be worried about my kitty cat, y'all. I be like, don't be, like I'm funny. Like I don't want nothing jumping on my kitty cat, right? And so when you're out here and you're having these relationships and you know that monogamy is hard to attain, right? So you pretty much know the person you're sleeping with is probably sleeping with multiple other people, and then you got to worry about are they doing it in a protective way, right? Even if they're wearing a condom, they're still licking the cuckoos, they're still licking the asses, and then they're gonna come and kiss you, and it's just a lot. It's a lot to think about. You know what I'm saying? And so you're constantly, I know I am. I constantly think about shit like that. And I worry about shit like that because I'm like, I already know monogamy is probably not attainable at this particular time. How do we protect ourselves? Right? Because condoms is only one layer of protection. How do we protect ourselves and still get our freak on? That's what I'm trying to figure the fuck out. Always Me says, and then people go on these dating sites and lie about who they are and what they want, wasting time and taking up space. People have unrealistic expectations. It's just an entire mess. Woo child. It is. It is. I remember that time I was on Match.com for a very short time, I think 2 months. And I put in my profile, I like tall men. I like tall men. I like big men. All right. So if you're not really, really tall, then be really, really big. Something like that. And I don't know why. And it's because I'm gonna tell you why I like big men, right? I am a cuddler. My hot flashes have definitely messed that up. Hey Sam. Yes, licking the culo. Hey Sam. I like to cuddle. I like to throw myself on you. I like to throw my feet on you. I like to just, and I don't want no man to constantly be like, ouch, ugh, ouch, 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 you hurt me, ouch. I hate that. I'm like, no, motherfucker, I need you to be, I need to know that you can handle this because, I'm meaty. And I need to know that I can lay on you and shit and flop around without hurting your ass. All right. And so I do like a tall man. So when I was on Match.com, I put height in, right? While all the short motherfuckers hit I was like, did y'all read my profile? I had to tell motherfuckers over and over again, you are 5'4". I'm 5'2". No. Now I'm not, that's my preference. So before anybody on Coffee with Friends comes on here and jumps on me because I said I don't want to date a 5'4" man, that is my business, my preference, right? Y'all got your preference, I got mine. No. And I found myself, it was a struggle. So I said, fuck this, because nobody's reading the profile. And then I met, there was a guy on there lying about his whole existence. I was done with it. I was like, why am I paying a site for liars? So Always Me, who child, I know. I Am Jacinta said, I met my husband off of Facebook. Wow, I Am Jacinta. Good for you. Good for you. Some people do. But Facebook Facebook is for the streets. So you that was a blessing. I Am Jacinta, because on Facebook, I used to be big in groups, jumping in groups and talking a lot of shit in the groups and shit like that. And I watch what goes on in these groups, right? Now I'm just a voyeur. I comment every now and again, but I don't really get involved with the shenanigans because I always say that I'm in my healing season and I can't be out here being toxic if I'm trying to heal, right? So I don't fuck around like that in that toxic space. But I see a lot of shit going on all the time on social media, and woo, people married in groups for singles. What the fuck is going on? It's so discouraging. You go into a singles group and you like, half of these motherfuckers are married. Why are y'all in single groups? Why are the married folks in single groups, y'all? Right? And then all the shenanigans that goes on in there. And then people get busted and caught up in situations, entanglements, and then they get mad. It's a mess. It really is a mess. Always Me says, I Am Jacinta. I met my fiance on a dating site. We got lucky. Ain't too many good ones on these sites. Nope. I don't want nothing to do with no dating site. Nope. 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 Hey, Madison. Good morning. Mercedes says, too many relationship goals for IG comment. But if I can summarize, I want family, share wealth, and adventures. So many men in my age group already had those experiences with ex-wives. That's the other thing. These men and these ladies out here have had the experience already in marriages, maybe 1 or 2 marriages, and they're over it. They're like, I don't fucking want to do it. They have trust issues. They're still healing from the toxic space that they were in. And so it drags into the next relationship, right? And then they're not one for a good committed relationship. Then they're not one that wants to share wealth because they're scared. They don't trust, so they don't want to share their wealth. Okay, maybe they've been burnt. Maybe their ex-wife took all their money. Maybe the husband took all their money. Whatever the case may be, right? Who knows? Who knows? Okay. There's a lot of people damaged out here. I Am Jacinta said, I think people don't date with a purpose because they don't want to commit. They want the cake and eat it too. Mhm. The cake and eat it too. Aren't we supposed to eat the cake? Aren't we supposed to have cake and eat it? You know, I never understood that phrase, but I get it. They hate the feeling of someone pushing them out of their comfort zone. People are stuck. Wow. People are stuck. How do we get people to be unstuck? I don't think we can. That's my answer. They have to realize that they're stuck. They have to do the work to get unstuck. One reliable sin said, I'm just listening to folks and watching reality TV, marriages, dating shows. People have these high ass expectations and can't live up to the value on their end. Right. That's the same thing as I said to people many times before. Ask for what you can give. Don't fucking be out here asking for a man with a six pack and you got milk jugs hanging off your stomach, right? Don't be out here asking for a man that makes all this money and I could take care of you and buy you all this lavish shit when you can't take care of yourself, okay? Men, don't be out here asking for ladies that can cook, clean, and do all this shit, all this domestic shit when you can't hang a TV on the wall. Okay? Stop asking women to be your everything and you can't pay 100% of the bills. Okay? Come on now. We got to come out here and ask for, listen, whatever you're asking for, make sure you can present that shit. That's all I'm saying, right? Make sure you can present what you're asking for. I Am Jacinta says, in their ways these days, scared to explore the unknown. Yeah. Johnny Leon Hill says, if we're talking and hanging out regularly, at what time do we have the exclusive? What are we doing? What are we doing? Conversation? I'm kind of confused. If we're talking and hanging out regularly, at what time, at what point do you become exclusive? I don't know. Right? Maybe you just hanging out on Tuesdays and Sundays and you got other activities going on the rest of the week. Maybe it's something like that. I don't know. Good question. Anybody got an answer for Johnny? Black Eye said, once we friend zoned a chick, we done. We have her back. We give her back to the streets. Okay, so Black Ice, back to my question. If you friend zoned a girl that you used to sleep with, right? And your homeboy came up and was like, I'm interested in that. You mind if I tap that? You gonna let him? One gentleman on here already said they gonna let him. I Am Jacinta said, why we on dating with a purpose? Married folks need to date on a purpose too. Yes. When you are married, you cannot forget to stop dating each other. I'm big on that. Like, you're married, you still need to have date night. I am big on that. And that is one of the things that I learned from going to therapy when I was in my first relationship. The therapist, my first, committed long-standing relationship, the therapist was like, listen, we went to a couples therapy, right? And the therapist was like, y'all can't forget to date. Sometimes we get into these relationships where, we get so comfortable just being with each other. We get into these cookie cutter routines. We forget to carve out time to love up on each other. You know what I'm saying? Oh, now I'm getting these XXX shits on YouTube. Anybody want some triple X action? The fuck? All right, guys, I got to wind down now. But Future said, I don't believe in sex and dating friends, exes. That's against girl bro code. That's what I say. But listen, this new shit, Future, see, I'm on the old shit. And I cussed out an old person before because they slept with my old shit. And I was like, don't do that. And that was years after, let me just hide this because it's annoying me. Oh, I can't. Let me see. How about that? All right, good. All right. So I had to go on and block this user because listen, I don't know why this person is, social media. DeSanta said, hi, that would have got what they were looking for. The general said, I would rather date a woman with kids. Oh, wait, I don't believe sex and good friends. Right. So I asked that question, but some people on here said that, oh, why is that showing? Some people on here said, I don't know why I showed that. Y'all ignore me because I'm still trying to learn my platform. I'm trying to block people that's on here trying to get their sex action on. I know it's going to be crazy on Coffee with Friends After Dark. But, some guys, a guy on here said that he wouldn't mind. So Black Ice, I'm waiting for your answer. The general said, I would rather date a woman with kids if I went back into the single pool because I got a child and we can relate on that level in regards to time commitment. Sometimes people without kids can't relate. Or people that have grown kids, right? People who are empty nesters and they go back out and they date people with kids, right? These are the things that you have to think about, right? Because a person that don't have children or their children are gone, they might have more of a free spirit coming and going, and they might not understand like you said, the time and commitment that's going to be needed for the family. Hey, Uncle Willie Swings. Oh, Uncle Willie Swings. What a name. Okay. I'm just going to leave that there. But good morning. The general said the time commitment children require. Got it. I am just to say, I have hope for you, Robin, that your partner is on the way. You got to trust the process. Girl. Listen, I don't know if he's on the way or not. But listen, thank you, DeSanta. Thank you. I appreciate that. The general says, speak it into existence, write it down. What you want is there for you. Okay, so we're talking about manifestation. All right. At Robin, yes, guard your cat with everything. Girl, listen, I'm too old to be catching some shit. I'm telling you, too old to be catching some shit. Before, because they slept with my old. Okay. All right, guys, I need to wind down. Soulful said, I've done that dating site. People like a fucking rug in front of a fireplace. Lie like a fucking rug in front of a... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Johnny said, we don't like y'all laying on us. Just know y'all got some big heads. And them things get heavy and start to cut off our circulation. That I do know. You guys complained about the numbness in your arm because our heads are heavy. I don't care. I'm going to lay it there anyway. Soulful said, most of the times these dating sites are used by people to troll. True. Johnny said, we don't have a problem with y'all lay. Oh, it's the circulation. I read that. You retyped it. People have to work themselves out of being stuck. Exactly. We can't help people get unstuck. They have to unstick themselves. Soulful said dating has changed. Everybody is trying to be like a celebrity out here. They don't even know what the fuck these celebrities got going on. A lot of time these celebrities are so damn messy. Black Guy said facts. He can have her if she wants him. Okay, so guys think different. Guys don't have the same code as girls. See, girls are like, nah, you can't smash my old shit. Guys are like, I don't give a fuck. Pass her around like a hot plate of potatoes. Now we know. Okay. So ladies, if you see a hot guy that your man is friends with, and when he friend zones you, if you want to fuck his friend, go for it. Because they don't give a shit. That's what they just said. Okay. And with that, y'all, thank you for joining Coffee with Friends. Today we were talking about sex is cool, but are you emotionally available for me? And that seems so confusing, right? And the only reason why I phrased it that way is because, today, as many of you have said on today's show, is that we are in a strange culture of dating, right? People want to have some level of stability in the dating world, right? They want to have the sex, but they also want to have the emotional connection to the person, right? But then they don't want to have the full-time commitment. What kind of culture is this we are dealing with, right? Has social media really fucked us up? The answer is yes, right? Social media, has fucked us up because people get on here and they be who they want to be. How many people on social media have 500 profiles? Okay. You go to somebody's page. I'm not lying. I went to somebody, listen, y'all, somebody tried to shout at me, right? And no lie. And you know how you're on IG and Facebook and there and other and, you know, something to pop up and go, people you may know. They suggesting friends. This MF had other pages, okay? And on one of their pages, it was a you could tell that they had relationships, they had children, and you're like, wow. So you got a whole single profile, right? Where you out here trying to date women, right? And then you got other profile pages where you got one dedicated for family, one dedicated for business, and one dedicated for fuckboy shit. You got to be careful because people are out here, they have multiple pages, y'all. Multiple pages. So when you think somebody profiling a single, somebody actually posted a picture. It was going around on social media. This girl met this guy on vacation, and she thought that she met a socket to me guy. After the vacation, and they did some background check, and they found out the guy was whole married with kids. Right? People are out here lying like a fucking rug, like Soulful BBW said. So we have to be careful. This new dating culture is weird as fuck, y'all. Protect the cat, protect the eggplant, protect your emotions, protect your feelings, protect your sanity, right? And make sure that when you enter this PP and doodle filled dating pool, that you go in open, okay? You go in open, understanding what your purpose of dating is, and be honest about that. Be honest about that. But with that, y'all, the link is in my bio. Make sure you are following me. Click those links and follow me on IG, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, where I do all my dances. Y'all know, follow my pages. I always post memes that give you a gist of what I'm going to be talking about the next day or the next couple of days. Make sure you are supporting me. Free support is beautiful. Free support, what is that? That is commenting on my posts, joining Coffee with Friends, tagging people in to join Coffee with Friends, sending me some topics to discuss, co-hosting with me, jumping on and co-hosting, okay? Again, Thursdays at 8 p.m., I'm going to be booting up Coffee with Friends After Dark. That's where we're going to be having more risque conversations. You know, things that I try to talk about at 8 a.m. and it's just too much for the early morning crew, right? Things that we need to talk about, right? Risque, you know, fetishes and all kinds of stuff. Coffee with Friends After Dark. You'll be drinking wine, brandy, tequila, something else. But if you want to drink coffee, tea during Coffee with Friends After Dark, do what brings you comfort. All right. But make sure you join in for Coffee with Friends in the morning and Coffee with Friends After Dark. I will start advertising when Coffee with Friends After Dark is going to boot up. I hope you support that platform. But if you want to spend your money, in my link, there is a rawtothebone.com support a sister t-shirts that talk about the things that we need in our community: strength, okay, humility, justice, all right, equality, things that we need in our community to help us be better people, right? Help us love up on each other more. Remind us of the things that we need to be focusing on instead of tearing each other down, all right? There's a lot of that, a lot of tearing down, but we need more building up. And so that's what I try to do on Coffee with Friends, all right? Oh, tomorrow, all right, so AG, thank you for reminding me, all right? And so I got to focus on a poll today that I'm going to put in my story, right? And I need you guys to vote. All right. So I've been challenged by AG Photography 21 to do a Freestyle Friday without cussing. All right. This is a challenge. And I'm going to put up a poll for you to vote. Do you think Robin A. White Raw, because these are my real initials, y'all, you think Robin A. White is going to be able to conquer Freestyle Friday without the fuck cussing? Okay, join in on Freestyle Friday tomorrow. We're gonna try to do the show without one cuss word. I don't know why he want to push me to do that. Okay, why he want to push me to do that? I'm gonna do it though. I'm gonna try to do it. But you know, my personality is to drop the F-bomb whenever I want. All right, but I'm going to try. So please make sure you are tuning in tomorrow for Freestyle Friday to see if I could conquer a whole show without cussing. All right, no cuss words on Freestyle Friday. I'm just doing it one Friday. That's it, and that's all. Because I know it's going to be a lot of work for me. All right. And with that, y'all, let me see what vibes I'm going to give y'all on the way out. I want to say, just as a reminder, that I do want you guys to put yourselves first. Okay, self-care is not selfish. Remember that. And with that, y'all, what we going out with?
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling,
Every day.
Every day I'm hustling.
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
Every day I'm hustling.
What?
Every day I'm hustling.
This is me. Every day I'm hustling. Coffee with friends and your host, Roy to D-Bone. Hey. On for now, but never forever, y'all. Peace. Every day I'm hustling.
Every day I'm hustling. Who the fuck you think you're fucking?